Imagine this for a moment. A version of yourself that's sharper, wiser, and radiating with insights that light up every corner of your life. Picture your mind as a vast, untapped canvas, ready to be painted with the vibrant colors of curiosity, resilience, and growth. What if you could unlock that potential? Not in some far-off dream, but right here, right now? Welcome to a journey that will transform the way you think, act, and grow. In this video, we're diving deep into 10 powerful Stoic techniques, timeless wisdom from the likes of Marcus Aurelius, that will elevate your intelligence and help you become the best version of yourself. So, if you're ready to ignite your mind and embrace a life of clarity and purpose, stick with me until the end. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because this is where your path to wisdom begins. 1. Embrace change as your greatest teacher. Life is a river, always flowing, always shifting. Seasons fade from spring to winter. Technology races forward, and even your favorite coffee shop might swap out your go-to pastry for something new. Change is the one constant we can't escape, yet so many of us cling to the familiar, dreading the unknown like a storm on the horizon. But what if you could see change not as a threat, but as a mentor? The Stoics, those ancient masters of wisdom, believed change is life's greatest teacher, a force that shapes us into stronger, smarter versions of ourselves. Think back to a moment when your life took an unexpected turn. Maybe you moved to a new city, heart pounding with uncertainty, or started a job that felt like diving into uncharted waters. Those moments of upheaval, uncomfortable as they were, didn't they spark something in you? A new skill, a fresh perspective, a deeper resilience? Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." Those words are a wake-up call. Change isn't something to fear, it's an invitation to grow. So, how do you embrace change? It's not about chasing every shiny new trend or flipping your life upside down for the sake of it. It's about cultivating a mindset that's flexible, curious, and open. When your workplace rolls out new software that feels like a maze, or your daily commute gets rerouted, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every detour, every shift, is a lesson waiting to unfold. By approaching change with curiosity instead of resistance, you're not just navigating life's twists, you're sharpening your mind, expanding your knowledge, and building a resilience that nothing can shake. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're hiking a familiar trail, the one you've walked 100 times. Suddenly, a fallen tree blocks your path, forcing you to forge a new route. At first, it's frustrating, thorny bushes, uneven ground, no clear way forward. But as you push through, you discover a hidden waterfall, a view you'd never seen before. That's what change does. It forces you out of your comfort zone and into moments of discovery. The next time life throws a curveball, a new challenge, a sudden shift, embrace it. See it as a chance to grow smarter, wiser, and more adaptable. Your intelligence will thank you. 2. Step into discomfort to unlock growth. Close your eyes for a second and think of comfort. Maybe it's sinking into a plush couch, binge watching your favorite show, or sipping hot cocoa while rain taps against your window. Comfort feels like home, doesn't it? But here's a question. When was the last time you really grew, while staying cozy? The truth is, the path to true intelligence often winds through the rocky terrain of discomfort. The Stoics understood this deeply, teaching us that stepping outside our comfort zones is where real growth happens. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a challenge. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting when you'd rather stay silent, or tackling a skill that feels out of reach, like learning a new language or coding your first program. Your heart races, your palms sweat, discomfort sets in. But what if that feeling isn't a warning to retreat, but a signal to charge forward? Stoicism teaches us to lean into that discomfort, to see it as a forge where our minds are tempered and strengthened. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Those words are a reminder that discomfort isn't the enemy, it's a tool. When you push through the awkwardness of a tough conversation or the frustration of a steep learning curve, you're not just surviving, you're building mental muscle. Each time you choose discomfort over ease, you're training your brain to adapt, solve problems, and think more deeply. Here's a practical way to start. Pick one small discomfort each day. Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier to meditate, or saying no to that extra episode of your favorite show to read a challenging book. These tiny acts of courage compound over time, rewiring your mind to thrive in uncertainty. Imagine a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each chip, each strike, feels like effort, but it's what reveals the masterpiece within. That's you, carving out a sharper, wiser version of yourself with every step into discomfort. So, as you go through your day, ask yourself, where can I stretch just a little further? Maybe it's striking up a conversation with a stranger or tackling a project that scares you. Whatever it is, know this. Every moment of discomfort is a stepping stone to greater intelligence. The Stoics knew it, and now you do too. Keep watching, because we've got 8 more techniques to transform your mind. Let's dive into the next one. We've just explored how embracing change and discomfort can sharpen your mind, turning life's challenges into stepping stones for growth. Now, let's dive deeper into the Stoic toolbox, where we'll uncover how leaning into tough moments and stepping back strategically can transform the way you think. Ready to keep building that wiser, sharper version of yourself? Imagine standing at the foot of a mountain, its peak shrouded in mist. The climb ahead looks daunting, steep, rocky, and unfamiliar. Maybe it's learning a new language, where every word feels like a puzzle, or picking up a guitar, your fingers fumbling over the strings. In those moments, when frustration creeps in and the urge to quit whispers in your ear, what do? Most of us are tempted to turn back, to retreat to the safety of what's easy and familiar. But the Stoics? They saw these moments of struggle as the very heart of growth. Marcus Aurelius, that wise Roman emperor, put it perfectly. The obstacle is the way. Think about that for a second. The very thing that's making you sweat, the tricky project at work, the conversation you're dreading, the skill that feels just out of reach, isn't a wall blocking your path. It's the path itself. Every time you push through discomfort, you're not just learning something new, you're forging mental toughness, the kind that carries you through life's toughest storms. Picture yourself wrestling with a new challenge, like coding your first app. The screen is a mess of errors, and your brain feels like it's running a marathon. It's tempting to slam the laptop shut and call it a day. But what if you leaned in instead? What if you saw each error as a clue, each stumble as a lesson? That's the Stoic mindset. By embracing the unease, you're training your brain to problem solve, adapt, and grow stronger. Every hurdle you clear doesn't just make you smarter, it builds a version of you that's unshakable. So, how do you put this into practice? Start small. The next time you face something tough, maybe a public speaking gig that makes your stomach churn or a workout that feels like torture, pause. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, this discomfort is my teacher. Push through, even just a little further than you thought you could. Each step forward is a brick in the foundation of a wiser, more resilient you. Keep this in mind as we move to our next technique. Because growth doesn't just come from pushing forward, it also comes from knowing when to step back. 3. The power of deliberate disengagement. We live in a world that glorifies hustle, constantly engaging with work, studies, relationships, and the endless scroll of our phones. But what if the secret to a sharper mind lies in doing the opposite? The Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, knew that stepping back, deliberately disengaging from the noise of life, can recharge your perspective and ignite your clarity. It's like a painter who's been hunched over a canvas for hours, brush in hand, lost in the details. Sometimes, the best way to see the masterpiece clearly is to set the brush down, step back, and let your eyes rest. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Men seek retreats for themselves, houses in the country, seashores, and mountains, and you too are wont to desire such things very much. But this is altogether a mark of the most common sort of men. For it is in your power, whenever you shall choose, to retire into yourself." Those words hit hard, don't they? You don't need a cabin in the woods or a beach getaway to find clarity. The ultimate retreat is within you, a quiet space where you can pause, reflect, and reconnect with your own mind. In today's hyperconnected world, disengaging might feel like swimming against the current. Notifications ping, emails pile up, and the pressure to stay on is relentless. But here's the thing. Your mind isn't a machine. It needs moments of stillness to process, to spark new ideas, and to see the world with fresh eyes. Deliberate disengagement isn't about shirking responsibilities or ghosting your life. It's about carving out intentional pockets of time, whether it's 5 minutes or a full day, to step away from the chaos and just be. Picture this. You're out for a walk. No phone, no earbuds, just you and the world. The breeze brushes your skin. Birds chirp in the distance. And for the first time in hours, your mind feels free. Or maybe it's sitting quietly with a cup of tea, letting your thoughts wander without a screen to pull them away. These moments of disconnection, whether it's a short breathing exercise, a phone-free lunch, or a weekend unplugged, act like a reset button for your brain. They give you the space to reflect, to question, to see challenges from a new angle. How do you start? It's simpler than you think. Try leaving your phone in another room for 10 minutes and just sit with your thoughts. Or take a walk around the block, noticing the world without a screen in your hand. Maybe it's a quick meditation, focusing on your breath as it flows in and out. These small acts of disengagement are like clearing the fog from a window. They let you see your life, your goals, and your challenges with newfound clarity. And when you return to your tasks, you'll find your mind sharper, your focus stronger, and your ideas brighter. So, ask yourself, when was the last time I gave my mind a moment to breathe? Make deliberate disengagement a habit, and watch how it transforms the way you think. Stay with me, because we've got more Stoic techniques coming up to unlock the full potential of your mind. We've just uncovered the magic of stepping back, giving your mind room to breathe and recharge through deliberate disengagement. Now, let's keep the momentum going as we explore 2 more Stoic techniques that will light up your path to a sharper, wiser you. Ready to dive into a world of lifelong learning and gratitude? Let's do this. Imagine your mind as a bustling city, alive with the hum of thoughts, tasks, and notifications. Sometimes, it's easy to get lost in the noise, isn't it? The Stoics knew that to truly see the world clearly, we need to step out of the chaos every now and then. Deliberate disengagement isn't about running away from life, it's about hitting the pause button to let your thoughts settle. Like dust in a sunlit room. By carving out these quiet moments, you give your mind the space to process, learn, and grow. Picture this. You're on a hike, surrounded by towering trees and the soft rustle of leaves. You leave your phone behind, and for a fleeting hour, it's just you and the world. No pings, no emails, just the rhythm of your breath and the crunch of earth beneath your feet. In that stillness, your mind begins to wander, connecting ideas, reflecting on challenges, and finding clarity you didn't even know you were missing. That's the power of stepping back. Whether it's a phone-free walk, a few minutes of deep breathing, or a full day of unplugged activities, these moments act like a reset, recharging your mental batteries. In our always-on world, disengaging might feel like a radical act. We're bombarded with demands, work deadlines, social media, endless to-do lists. But the Stoics remind us that true clarity comes from balance. Marcus Aurelius once said you can retire into yourself whenever you choose, finding a retreat within your own mind. So, why not try it? Start small. Put your phone in another room for 10 minutes and just sit with your thoughts. Or take a quiet evening to journal, letting your ideas flow without distraction. These pauses aren't just breaks, they're opportunities to deepen your understanding, to see challenges with fresh eyes, and to return to life sharper and more focused. Ask yourself, when was the last time I gave my mind a moment to just be? Make disengagement a habit, and watch your intelligence soar. 4. Lifelong learning. Every day is a classroom. School may end, but learning? That's a journey with no finish line. The Stoics believe that every single day brings a fresh chance to grow, to refine your understanding, and to sharpen your mind. Lifelong learning isn't about chasing degrees or stacking certificates on your wall. It's about keeping that spark of curiosity alive. The kind that makes a child's eyes light up when they discover something new. Remember that feeling? When the world was a giant puzzle, and every question led to a new adventure? What if you could bring that wonder back into your life? Epictetus, with his knack for cutting through the noise, said, "Only the educated are free." Those words aren't about textbooks or classrooms. They're about the freedom that comes from understanding the world and your place in it. Lifelong learning is about staying open, asking questions, and seeking knowledge not just for the sake of knowing, but to live better, wiser, and more gracefully. In today's world, the tools to learn are everywhere. Online courses, podcasts, documentaries, even a quick YouTube tutorial, they're all doorways to new ideas. But learning isn't just about soaking up information like a sponge. It's about reflecting on what you learn, applying it to your life, and sharing it with others. Imagine you're exploring a new topic, say, astronomy. You watch a documentary about the stars, and suddenly, the night sky isn't just pretty, it's a map of stories, science, and wonder. You start asking questions. How do stars form? What's out there beyond our galaxy? That curiosity leads you to a podcast, then a book, and soon you're explaining constellations to a friend over coffee. That's lifelong learning in action. It's taking every experience, a conversation, a challenge, a random fact, and weaving it into the fabric of who you are. Every interaction is a lesson. Every day a classroom. So, how do you make this a habit? Start with intention. Set aside time each week to explore something new, maybe a skill like cooking, a topic like history, or even a hobby like painting. Reflect on what you learn. How does it change the way you see the world? Share it with someone else. Because teaching deepens your understanding. The Stoics knew that a curious mind is a free mind, one that navigates life's complexities with ease. Embrace this journey, and watch your intelligence and wisdom reach new heights. 5. Cultivating gratitude. The gateway to wisdom. At first glance, gratitude might feel like a warm fuzzy moment. Someone holds the door for you, and you smile, thankful for their kindness. But the Stoics saw gratitude as something far deeper. A powerful practice that reshapes how you see the world. It's not just a fleeting emotion, it's a lens that brings clarity, sharpens your mind, and opens the door to true wisdom. Ever notice how a single moment of gratitude can shift your entire perspective? That's the Stoic secret. Gratitude isn't just about feeling good, it's about thinking better. Picture yourself on a rough day. The coffee spills, your inbox is overflowing, and the world feels heavy. Now, pause. Take a moment to notice something small, the warmth of the sun on your face, the laughter of a friend, the fact that you have a roof over your head. Suddenly, the chaos doesn't seem so overwhelming. That's gratitude at work, reframing your reality and grounding you in what matters. The Stoics believed this practice sharpens your intelligence by teaching you to focus on what's within your control and let go of what isn't. How do you cultivate gratitude? It's simpler than you might think. Start a daily habit. Write down 3 things you're thankful for. No matter how small, maybe it's a good meal, a kind word, or just the quiet of the morning. Over time, this practice trains your brain to seek out the good, to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It's like polishing a lens. Everything becomes clearer, sharper, more vibrant. So, ask yourself, what's one thing I'm grateful for right now? Lean into that feeling, and let it guide you toward a wiser, more insightful you. Stay tuned, because we've got more Stoic wisdom coming your way. We've just explored how lifelong learning keeps your curiosity alive and how gratitude transforms every moment into a lesson. Now, let's dive deeper into the Stoic wisdom that can make you not just smarter, but wiser in how you see the world. Ready to unlock the power of gratitude and mindful observation? Let's keep this journey going. Imagine waking up to a new day, the world buzzing with possibility. The air is crisp, your coffee is warm, and for a moment, you pause to soak it all in. That feeling of gratitude, simple, yet profound, doesn't just warm your heart, it sharpens your mind. The Stoics understood gratitude not as a fleeting thank you, but as a powerful practice that rewires how you experience life. When you're grateful, every moment becomes a teacher, every challenge a gift. Ever wonder how a single shift in perspective can make the world feel richer, fuller, more alive? Marcus Aurelius, in his quiet moments of reflection, wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Those words aren't just a reminder to say thanks, they're an invitation to approach each day with wonder. Like a child seeing the world for the first time, gratitude pulls you into the present, making you more attuned to life's lessons. Instead of dwelling on what's missing, whether it's a missed deadline or a rainy day, You start to celebrate what's right in front of you. The laughter of a friend. The resilience gained from a setback. The fleeting beauty of a sunset painting the sky. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to race toward the next goal, the next notification, the next big thing. But what if you slowed down, just for a moment, to notice the small wonders around you? That's where gratitude works its magic. It grounds you in the now, making you more observant, more reflective, and more open to the wisdom woven into every day. Picture a failed project at work, not a defeat, but a chance to learn what didn't work and why. Or the joy in a child's giggle, reminding you of life's simple joys. Gratitude amplifies your ability to see, learn, and grow, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary insights. How do you make gratitude a habit? It's easier than you think. Try this. Each night, jot down 3 things you're thankful for. Maybe it's a kind gesture from a stranger, a meal that hit all the right spots, or even the quiet moment you're reading this. Over time, this practice trains your mind to seek out the good, to find lessons in every experience. It's like tuning a radio to pick up the clearest signal. Suddenly, life's wisdom comes through loud and clear. So, ask yourself, what's one thing I'm grateful for today? Lean into that practice, and watch how it deepens your understanding and intelligence. 6. The power of mindful observation. Have you ever watched a leaf dance in the breeze, twirling like it's putting on a private show just for you? Or noticed the delicate patterns of frost on a winter window, each line a tiny work of art? These moments might seem small, but the Stoics knew they hold a secret: the power of mindful observation. This isn't about passively glancing at the world, it's about truly seeing it, immersing yourself in the present, and marveling at the beauty and complexity all around you. When you observe mindfully, you're not just a bystander, you're a student of life, soaking up knowledge from every detail. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher with a knack for timeless truths, once said, "Time discovers truth." That's the heart of mindful observation. By slowing down and paying attention, you uncover truths about the world, about others, and about yourself. It's like peeling back the layers of a painting to reveal the brushstrokes beneath. You start to see patterns, make connections, and understand life's intricacies in a deeper way. In a world where screens and distractions compete for every second of your attention, pausing to truly observe feels almost revolutionary. But it's in these quiet moments that your mind expands. Imagine you're sitting in a park, watching people pass by. Instead of scrolling through your phone, you notice the way a dog bounds after a ball. Pure joy in every leap. You see an elderly couple holding hands, their smiles telling a story of years together. These details, so easy to miss, spark insights about joy, connection, and time. Mindful observation trains your brain to notice the small things, to ask questions, to piece together the puzzle of life. Why does that tree bend just so in the wind? What can the rhythm of someone's walk tell you about their day? These questions don't just fill your mind, they stretch it. How do you practice this? Start with a single moment each day. Maybe it's watching the steam rise from your morning coffee, noticing how it curls and fades, or listening to the hum of a busy street, picking out each sound like notes in a symphony. Even a few minutes of focused observation, without judgment, without distraction, can shift how you see the world. It's like sharpening a lens, bringing everything into focus. The Stoics knew that by truly seeing, you learn, and by learning, you grow wiser. So, next time you're tempted to rush through a moment, pause and ask, what can I see? Really see, right now? Keep practicing, and your intelligence will bloom in ways you never imagined. Stay with me. More Stoic wisdom is coming up next. We've just uncovered how gratitude and mindful observation can transform everyday moments into profound lessons, sharpening your mind with every pause and reflection. Now, let's dive deeper into the Stoic toolbox to explore how listening, truly listening, and finding silence in a noisy world can elevate your intelligence to new heights. Ready to keep growing? Let's jump in. Picture yourself standing on a quiet beach, the waves rolling in with a rhythmic pulse, each crest catching the sunlight like a fleeting jewel. Or maybe you're in a bustling city square, where the chatter of strangers, the clink of coffee cups, and the rush of footsteps weave a vibrant tapestry of life. Even something as simple as sunlight filtering through the leaves of a tree, casting dappled shadows on the ground, holds a kind of magic. The Stoics knew that these moments, when you truly pause to observe, are gateways to wisdom. Ever wonder what secrets the world is whispering when you stop to look? Mindful observation is about more than seeing, it's about being fully present. Soaking in the details of the world around you. It's noticing the way a leaf twirls in the wind, as if dancing to an unseen melody, or the fleeting expressions on a stranger's face, telling stories you'll never fully know. When you quiet the distractions, your phone, your to-do list, the chatter in your head, you open yourself to a flood of knowledge waiting to be discovered. Seneca's words ring true here. Time discovers truth. By taking the time to observe, you uncover truths about the world and yourself, connecting dots you didn't even know were there. In our fast-moving lives, it's tempting to rush past these moments, eyes glued to screens or minds racing to the next task. But what if you slowed down? Just for a moment? Try this. Carve out a few minutes each day to simply see. Maybe it's watching the clouds shift across the sky, noticing their shapes morph like thoughts in your mind, or sitting in a park, observing the rhythm of life around you, the joggers, the birds, the breeze. Push aside the noise, quiet your thoughts, and let the world speak. These moments don't just reveal beauty, they nurture your intelligence in ways that surprise and inspire. So, ask yourself, what can I discover if I truly look today? Keep practicing, and watch your mind grow sharper with every glance. 7. The art of active listening. We've all been there, sitting across from someone, nodding politely, but our minds are wandering to that looming deadline, the next episode of our favorite show, or what's for dinner. Sound familiar? The Stoics, though, had a different approach. They knew that true intelligence isn't just about what you say, it's about how well you listen. Active listening isn't just staying quiet while someone else talks, it's giving them your full attention. Diving into their words, and seeking to understand their world. It's like opening a window to let fresh air into your mind. Epictetus, with his sharp Stoic wisdom, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." That's not just clever wordplay, it's a blueprint for growth. When you truly listen, you're not just being polite, you're absorbing knowledge, exploring new perspectives, and expanding your understanding. Imagine you're chatting with a friend who's sharing a struggle. Instead of planning your response or checking your phone, you focus on their words, their tone, the emotions behind their story. You ask a thoughtful question, show empathy, and resist the urge to jump in with your own thoughts. That's active listening, and it's a game changer. In a world that celebrates quick comebacks and witty replies, pausing to listen feels almost rebellious. But that pause is where the magic happens. By truly hearing someone, whether it's a colleague's idea, a family member's story, or even a stranger's passing comment, you open yourself to a wealth of insights. You learn to see the world through their eyes, to connect ideas you'd never considered. This doesn't just make you smarter, it makes you more empathetic, more connected, and more human. Picture listening as a bridge, linking your mind to others' experiences, each conversation adding a new plank to your understanding. How do you start? Next time you're in a conversation, challenge yourself to be fully present. Put away distractions, look the person in the eye, and let their words sink in. Ask a question to dig deeper, not to redirect the spotlight. Reflect on what you hear before responding. It's like tuning an instrument. Each moment of active listening sharpens your mind's clarity. So, ask yourself, when was the last time I really listened? Make it a habit, and watch how it transforms your relationships and your intelligence. 8. Seeking silence amidst the noise. Our world is a symphony of sound, notifications pinging, traffic humming, voices overlapping in a constant buzz. It's easy to feel like you're drowning in noise, isn't it? The Stoics, though, saw silence as a sanctuary, a sacred space where your thoughts could breathe and your mind could grow. Seeking silence isn't just about turning off the noise around you, it's about creating room for deep reflection, for connecting with your inner self. Imagine your mind as a still lake, its surface rippling with every distraction. Silence calms those ripples, letting you see clearly to the depths. Picture this. You're sitting in a quiet room. No phone, no TV, just you and the soft sound of your own breathing. The world slows down, and for a moment, Your thoughts unfold like petals in the morning sun. That's what silence offers, a chance to step away from the chaos and dive into your own mind. The Stoics believed these moments are essential for growth, a time to process experiences, question assumptions, and find clarity. It's not just the absence of sound, it's a space where ideas can spark and wisdom can take root. In today's hyper-connected world, silence feels like a rare treasure. We're bombarded with alerts, conversations, and the hum of daily life. But carving out even a few minutes of quiet can be transformative. Maybe it's a morning meditation, focusing on the rise and fall of your breath, or a walk in nature, where the only sounds are birdsong and rustling leaves. These moments of stillness let you reflect on your day, your goals, your challenges, and come back stronger. How often do you give yourself that gift of quiet? Try it. Set aside 5 minutes today to sit in silence, letting your thoughts wander without interruption. It's like clearing the clutter from a desk. Suddenly, everything feels more manageable, more clear. By seeking silence, you're not escaping life, you're diving deeper into it. The Stoics knew that in these quiet moments, your intelligence flourishes, your perspective sharpens, and your inner strength grows. Keep watching, because we've got more Stoic techniques to unlock your mind's full potential. We've just explored how pausing to observe, listen, and find silence can sharpen your mind, turning quiet moments into wellsprings of wisdom. Now, let's dive into 2 more Stoic techniques that harness the power of silence and the richness of human connection to elevate your intelligence. Ready to keep unlocking your potential? Let's go. Imagine your mind as a crowded room, filled with the chatter of notifications, the hum of daily tasks, and the buzz of endless thoughts. Now, picture stepping into a quiet corner, where the noise fades and your thoughts can finally stretch and breathe. That's the gift of silence, a practice the Stoics cherished as a sanctuary for reflection and growth. Silence isn't just the absence of sound, it's a space where you can face your feelings, reflect on your actions, and chart your next steps. Ever wonder what clarity feels like when the world stops shouting? Seneca, one of Stoicism's brightest minds, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Think about that for a moment. How many times have you lain awake, your mind spinning with worries that never come to pass? The constant noise of modern life, pings from your phone, chatter at work, the mental loop of your to-do list, amplifies those imagined fears. But in silence, you can sift through them, separating real concerns from fleeting anxieties. It's like clearing fog from a window, letting you see what truly matters. In our hyper-connected world, seeking silence might feel like swimming against the tide. We're wired for constant engagement, always a click or a conversation away from the next distraction. But you don't need to retreat to a mountaintop to find peace. A few minutes of quiet each day can work wonders. Picture this. You're on a morning walk. The world's still waking up. No earbuds, just the soft crunch of gravel underfoot. Or maybe it's a quiet moment before bed, sitting with a cup of tea, letting your thoughts unfold like stars appearing in the night sky. These pockets of silence give your mind room to think critically, to process, to grow. How do you make this a habit? Start small. Try 5 minutes of silence in the morning, focusing on your breath or simply sitting still. Or step away from your devices during a coffee break, letting your mind wander without a screen to guide it. These moments aren't just breaks, they're investments in your intelligence, bringing clarity, peace, and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. So, ask yourself, when was the last time I let my mind rest in silence? Embrace this practice, and watch your thoughts sharpen and your wisdom deepen. 9. The value of diverse interactions. Every person you meet is a universe unto themselves, carrying stories, experiences, and perspectives that can spark new ideas in your mind. The Stoics understood that intelligence isn't built in isolation, it's shaped by the vibrant mosaic of people we encounter. From different backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life, each interaction is a chance to learn something new. Ever think about how a single conversation can shift the way you see the world? Seneca advised, associate with people who are likely to improve you. That's solid wisdom. But here's the twist. Improvement doesn't always come from experts or mentors. Sometimes, the most profound insights come from the most unexpected places. A barista sharing a story about their hometown, A colleague from another department offering a fresh take on a problem, or a grandparent recounting lessons from their youth. Each conversation is like a piece of a puzzle, adding depth and color to your understanding of life. Picture this. You're grabbing coffee, and the barista mentions a festival from their childhood in a far-off city. That small exchange plants a seed. Maybe you look up the festival, learn about a new culture, or reflect on your own traditions, or imagine a heart-to-heart with a friend, where their perspective on a challenge opens a door you hadn't seen before. These interactions, big or small, broaden your horizons, exposing you to ideas and experiences you'd never find in a book or on a screen. They make you not just smarter, but wiser, more empathetic, more connected. Being open to diverse interactions doesn't mean you need to talk to everyone you meet. It's about staying curious, approaching each conversation with a willingness to learn. The Stoics knew that every person, no matter their background or status, has something valuable to share. So, next time you're chatting with someone new, listen closely, ask a question, let their story sink in. It's like opening a book you didn't know you needed to read. How often do you let yourself learn from the people around you? Make it a habit to seek out these moments, and watch your intelligence grow through the power of connection. Stay tuned, because we've got one more Stoic technique to transform your mind. We've just explored how silence creates space for clarity and how diverse interactions open doors to new perspectives, enriching your mind with every connection. Now, let's wrap up our Stoic journey with 2 final techniques that will inspire you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace curiosity like never before. Ready to unlock the full potential of your intelligence? Imagine walking through a vibrant marketplace, where every stall tells a story, spices from distant lands, laughter from a vendor, the rhythm of life pulsing all around you. Each person you meet carries a unique world of experiences, and the Stoics knew that these encounters are goldmines for growth. In a world where it's so easy to stick to familiar faces and echo chambers, stepping out to connect with people from different backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life is like opening a treasure chest of wisdom. Ever wonder what you might learn from someone who sees the world differently? Seneca's advice to associate with people who are likely to improve you is a timeless gem. But here's the beauty. Improvement doesn't always come from the obvious sources. It's not just mentors or experts who spark growth, sometimes it's the barista sharing a snippet about their hometown, a coworker from another team offering a fresh take, or an elderly neighbor recounting a life lesson from decades past. Each conversation is a brushstroke, painting a richer picture of the world in your mind. These interactions don't just broaden your knowledge, they deepen your empathy, sharpen your perspective, and make you a more connected human. Picture this. You're at a community event, chatting with someone whose life is worlds apart from yours. Maybe they grew up in a different country or work in a field you've never explored. As you listen to their story, really listen, you catch a glimpse of a new way of thinking. A single question, like, "What was that like?" can unlock a flood of insights. From cultural traditions to personal triumphs, these moments are like puzzle pieces, each one adding depth to your understanding of life's vast mosaic. How do you embrace this? It's simple. Stay open. You don't need to talk to everyone you meet. But when you do, bring curiosity to the table. Ask a question, share a story, and listen with intention. Whether it's a brief chat with a stranger at the grocery store or a deep discussion with a friend, every interaction is a chance to learn. The Stoics remind us that every person, no matter their background, has something valuable to offer. So, next time you meet someone new, ask yourself, what can this person teach me today? Lean into those moments, and watch your intelligence blossom through the power of connection. 10. Cultivating curiosity over judgment. We live in a world of snap decisions. A quick swipe on your phone, and you've judged a post, a person, or an idea before giving it a second thought. Like, dislike, follow, unfollow. It's all so fast, isn't it? But the Stoics offer a better way. What if, instead of rushing to judge, you chose to be curious? Cultivating curiosity is like planting a seed in your mind. The more you nurture it, the more your intelligence grows. It's about approaching the world with an open heart, ready to learn rather than ready to label. Epictetus hit the nail on the head when he said, "It is impossible for a person to begin to learn what he thinks he already knows." Those words are a wake-up call. When you assume you have all the answers, you slam the door on growth. But when you lead with curiosity, you fling that door wide open. Imagine encountering a new idea that feels strange or unfamiliar, maybe a different cultural practice or a bold opinion. Instead of dismissing it, you pause and ask, why does this matter to them? What can I learn here? That shift from judgment to curiosity doesn't just expand your knowledge, it deepens your empathy and compassion. Picture yourself scrolling through social media, where it's so easy to judge a post or a person in a split second. Now imagine stopping, taking a breath, and choosing to wonder instead. Why did they share this? What's the story behind it? That small act of curiosity can lead you down a rabbit hole of discovery, a new perspective, a fresh idea, or a deeper understanding of someone else's world. It's like trading a narrow lens for a wide-angle one, letting you see more of life's beauty and complexity. How do you make curiosity a habit? Start by catching yourself in moments of judgment. The next time you're tempted to write something off, whether it's a person, an idea, or a situation, pause. Ask a question instead, read a little deeper, listen a little longer, or simply wonder what you might be missing. This practice turns you into a lifelong learner, always open to the world's lessons. In our noisy, fast-paced lives, choosing curiosity over judgment is like finding a quiet path through a crowded city. It leads to clarity, growth, and wisdom. So, which of these Stoic techniques spoke to you the most? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. The wisdom of the Stoics reminds us that intelligence is a journey, not a destination. Each step, from embracing change to cultivating curiosity, builds a sharper, wiser you. If you've loved this dive into Stoic wisdom, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's keep learning, growing, and unlocking our potential together.